Shankara Nethralaya proudly presents this awareness video on digital eye strain and short-sightedness, what parents need to know in the post-COVID-19 era. The current COVID 19 pandemic has dramatically changed the lifestyles of all ages across the globe. The predictions in the late 2019 were pointing out to the fact that by 2050, 50% of the world's population will be affected with short-sightedness or myopia, requiring the use of eyeglasses. India, being the second populous country in the world, is also the home to one of the world's largest children population. Technology-enabled education has started to occupy a greater space even in the pre-COVID-19 era, and with virtual mode of education being the only possibility, the use of technology has become irrefutable now. This mode of education has considerable advantages, beginning from learning from the comfort of home, safer space, reduced risk of infection, no travel, and opportunities for children to stay more engaged with the learning process. But we cannot disagree on the need to bring a balance to the use of technology to reduce the long-term effects it imposes on the overall well-being of a child. According to the recommendations by the World Health Organization, children less than 2 years are not to be exposed to any form of digital devices except for family video calls. Children less than 5 years are allowed to use devices for a maximum of just 1 hour a day, and children beyond this age group are expected to limit screen time as much as possible. Home confinements are known to impact the overall well-being of an individual, and eye health is no exception. This video aims at spreading awareness about the impact of increased near work and gadget use on children's eye health and ways to reduce the same in the current situation. So what is digital eye strain? Digital eye strain refers to any kind of eye or visual problems due to excessive use of devices such as smartphones, tablets, iPads, laptops, personal computers, etc., without taking frequent breaks in between. Do you know that an adult spends on an average about 5 to 12 hours on gadgets per day, and 50 to 90% of these gadget users experience some form of symptoms as shown here. Children on an average uses devices for 6 hours per day, including television, and are more prone to develop dry eye related symptoms due to excessive use of digital devices. The second major concern is the impact of increased near work and gadget use, leading to the onset and progression of short-sightedness or myopia. With handheld digital devices, children are prone to take the devices closer, and this could further increase the risk of myopia. Apart from the need to wear glasses, high myopia is known to cause visual impairment due to complications in the retina. Now here are the ABCDEFs of prevention. A is all about having the awareness about consequences of excessive gadget use. B is about taking frequent breaks after every hour of continuous near work. C is all about cutting down gadget time. D is about having a healthy diet and adequate hydration through drinking water. E is about exercising and getting the exposure to natural light, and F is about having quality family time. Let's now look at this a little bit more deeper. With virtual education, giving a compulsory no gadget break for at least 15 minutes after every hour of continuous lecture is recommended. It is advised to use larger screens for education and entertainment purposes for better resolution and reduced eye strain. For example, tablet-based devices are preferred over smartphones, and laptops and personal computers are preferred over handheld devices. Coming to the visual hygiene measures that need to be followed. Children have to maintain at least an arm-length working distance while using the device. They have to read under good illumination, and they have to work with gadgets, preferably while having access to natural lights, and ensure frequent blinking so that they do not develop dry eye disease related symptoms. Coming to the light sources, LED lights are preferred over fluorescent light source, but it's important to make sure that there is no excessive glare on the gadget screen. Children have to maintain appropriate posture and seating while engaging in near activities so that they don't develop musculoskeletal issues such as neck pain or back pain. They can switch to reading hard copy books or listening to audio based materials as and when possible. The World Health Organization recommends a minimum 1 hour of physical activity for children aged 5 to 17 years to ensure physical well-being. And a minimum of 2 hours of outdoor activities has shown to be protective against myopia based on various research studies. So even during home confinement, it is important to balance outdoor through at-home innovative options for outdoors such as indoor aerobics, walking or cycling in the terrace, balcony, or any space where children get exposed to natural light. They can engage in fun games and group activities during leisure times. Parents can use downloadable apps such as Family Link, for example, by Google to monitor and restrict screen time and also to set breaks and sleep time. It's important to ensure good sleep hygiene by having regular bedtime and waking up schedule. Children have to cut down gadget use at least 2 hours before sleep to avoid the effect of blue light from the device hampering with the sleep cycle. Last but not the least, it's all about adults role modeling these habits by following screen time discipline so that children can adapt to these changes. In summary, it is wise to realize that technology can be a boon or bane depending on the balance that we achieve with them. It is in our hands to implement these given tips such that children stay stimulated intellectually while continuing to maintain good eye health and overall well-being. Wishing you all a very healthy eyesight. Thank you.